Hi everyone, my name is David, and for today's project, I'm going to do the project called Library Classes. As the name of this project defines, I'm going to try out the topic in JavaScript, which is classes. Okay, let's start. So the background of this project is I'm a librarian in the local library, and it's time for me to index the cards to organize the books, movies, and CDs. And to do it in a more efficient and more wise way, I'm going to use the code and programming to help me deal with those fuzzy things. Okay, so the result should be creating a parent class named media with 3 subclasses, which are books, movies, and CDs. And there are some guiding steps for this. So the result should be 4 classes, 3 subclasses with the parent class. So let's create a class for media, which is the parent class. Inside the media class, create an empty constructor. That takes 1 parameter. This argument will set the 1 property that is in all 3 subclasses of media. Inside the constructor, set the values for media properties that book, CD, and movie will share. So jump back to the properties. The same ones are title and if it is checked out or not, and the ratings. Okay, so title equals to title. And this dot pages. This dot is traffic. Equals to false. Empty string for title. Semicolon. I think we should do inside the outside the constructor. So get title return this title. And get x checked out. Return this dot is checked out. And lastly, get ratings. Return this dot ratings. Okay. Step 4 complete. Create an is checked out setter that updates the is checked out property. Set it. Okay. Set. Pass in a name as the variable, and this dot is checked out will later be assigned to the name. Let's check. Yes. Under your getters, create a method called toggle method that changes the value saved to the checked out property. If the current value is true, then change it to false. If the current value is false, then change it to true. Under your getters, right here. Create a method called the value saved to the checked out property. So if the current is checked out property is true, we should change it to false. So this dot is checked out equals to true. We assign this is checked out equals to false. Else this dot is checked out equals to no, only one equals to Text 7. Under the toggle checkout status method, create a method named get average rating. Get average rating. Return the value of the ratings array. Use the reduce method to find the sum of the divide this sum by the length of the ratings array and return the result. Use the rating scatter to assess the underlying rating array. Take a look at the print count with the syntax for summing and pairing to the end. The code below calculates the sum of the numbers saved to the ratings array. You can access the length. But we should first get the ratings. Use the rating scatter to assess the underlying array. So this one, it should be here. Okay, ratings. So inside the get average rating, we should write let array equals to get equals to ratings. So we get the this dot ratings into this array variable, and then we set array sum equals to this dot ratings. The code below calculates the sum of the numbers saved to the ratings array. So this dot arr, which stands for array, and reduce current sum and rating. The arrow sign. Current sum plus rating 0. So we get the sum of the array from here using the reduce iterator or function or method. Okay, so after getting the sum of the array, we should calculate the average of the ratings. So we assign a new variable called that array average avg, and I think that is fine. And equals to the sum of the array divided by this array's length. And return the result. So we should return AR average here. Okay, let's add a method named addRatingAdd that accepts one argument. Then use .push and the rating scatter to add it to the end of the ratings array. So basically, we are creating a function that we can add a new element into the ratings array. So add rating, and we can call the incomer call item. That accepts one argument, which is item here. Then use .push and the rating scatter. So we once called that array equals to ratings. To get this ratings, and then we push the item into the array like this. Array.push and item. Semicolon. Okay. Next, we'll build a book class that extends media. If you feel comfortable building the book class on your own, give it a shot. If not, use the step below to help you along the way. Whether you want to follow the step or not, use the list of the properties, getters, and methods as a reference. Okay. So we've finished building the parent class for this project. And so class book, which extends from the media class, media. And for the constructor, we'll pass in the title. Right. This title and follow the order. Author, title, and pages, and is checked out, and the pages. However, since we inherited from the parent class, we should use the syntax sugar, which is super recall, super title, super is checked out. Checked out, and super ratings. These are the properties that inherited from the parent class to the child class, which is book. Okay. And we should create this dot author equals to this dot pages equals to pages. And the thing we need to notice that is in JavaScript, the super, which is the inheritance, should be in front of the list element, or it will be an error. After assigning the constructor, we move on to getters. So we only need the author and the pages properties, because basically the book class will inherit not only the book class will inherit both getters and setters and the methods from the parent class. So there's no need for us to assign it again. So get author. Inside the book class, create a constructor that accepts 3 arguments. These arguments are used to set properties that do not have default values. Am I wrong? So we don't need this checked out ratings here. Super on the first line of the book's constructor, pass in any arguments that the parent constructor uses, which is title. Nice. Use the remaining arguments to set the author and pages. Yes. Since our book class inherits media's properties and getters, we only need to create 2 new getters. That's what I said. Author. Return this author. We only need to create 2 new getters in the book class and get pages. Let's see if you can create class. So copy this and turn the book into movie. It extends from also media, but the author parameter should be changed into director and title and runtime. Properties have a getter. How about CDs? So this dot director equals to the director argument we pass in director, and this dot runtime equals to runtime, and get director change into get this director, and get pages turn into get runtime. This runtime. Yeah. Should we add a movie? Or should we add nice work. If you made it this far, you have a strong understanding of class and thinking. More skip this one. This is done. Create a book instance. So const my new book equals to equals to book dot equals to new book. And we should pass in the variables needed. New book, author, Bill Bryson. And a short history of nearly everything as the book name, and 544 pages. History of everything. And save. Sixth line. Oh. Shouldn't add a comma here. Also for this one and this one. Title is not defined. What? Third line. Create an entity size 1 parameter. Each of the three classes has properties per title. However, the title property is the only one that is not the default value. So we should only pass in this one. So there's no default value. Yes. Nice. And false. Misspelled. False. Nice, there's no mistake. I guess. Yes, there's no mistake. Continue. Call the toggle checkout status on the history of everything instance. History of everything. Log the value saved to the isCheckout property. So there should be a parentheses and log the value saved. So console.log the value saved to the isCheckedOut property. History of everything and dot. Getter. So true. Nice. Call add rating 3 times on the add ratings to the history of everything. Rating 4. Rating is not defined as good at rating. Spelled. Great job so far. Now your code. You are seeing a reference error ratings. Rating is not defined because in your rating, line 30, you are trying to call ratings as if it were a function. However, rating is a getter property, not a function, so you should access it at list.rating. Change it to this dot ratings for calling getter. However, rating is a getter instead of ratings to fix this. Okay, nice. Thanks for the time. Call the get average on the history of there any error? No, nice. And log the result. So right here, console.log this thing 5. Call toggle checkout status. Log the value saved to the checkout property in the speed instance. Save to this one. So speed dot is checked out. True. Log the value saved to the called add rating 3 times with the speed input 115. So yeah, speed add rating 1. Speed dot add rating 1. Speed dot add rating 115. And console.log on speed. Nice. So this project is finished. Double check. Request a code review. So the key takeaways for this video is there are parent class and subclasses, and we use the syntax sugar, which is super, as the inheritance for the properties that inherited from the parent classes. And the tricky part here is when we call the getters, there's no need to add parameters, but this. Okay, and the last point is if there's no console log, there should be parentheses. Green.